So will the pies prevail over the pandemic? If a bunch of hardworking Bitterroot volunteers are to be believed, it's already happened. KPAX's Dennis Bragg gives us a closer look at how community spirit is still brightening dark days.
Let's get down to the core of the problem. How do you keep a tasty tradition going when the world is spinning through COVID confusion? You take safety precautions and use lemons to make lemonade, or I should say apples to make pies.
We are thankful and feel blessed and privileged to be able to host it again this year. Yes, it is going to be a smaller version, but here where I was talking with our volunteers, we considered it a win because it was going to be 0. So anything above 0 is a win, right, this year?
With the blessing of the Ravalli County Health Department and the City of Hamilton, volunteers are back at it Thursday, pounding out the pies for the 41st annual Apple Day. It's harder, about a fourth of the usual pie output, and less places to bake them.
We had several churches always contributed their facilities that just weren't able to do that this year. So we had to modify everything, make things work the way we could. So yes, there's less pies, so there's going to be a line.
The worst part of the pandemic precautions for yours truly, I've stopped from tasting samples.
But everyone is adapting, including the museum, which depends on the pie sales as a major fundraiser.
We're going to shift some of our exhibits to online and try to do some online field trips for the students in the classes, because they always come here for field trips, and that's changed too, right? So, hey, and there's the bell. That means that another apple box has been emptied.
And that's what makes this entire morning so appealing. Friends and neighbors doing what they can, and you can still join them Saturday.
We've got this faction of bakers and makers and cooks that like this part of it. They don't come out so much for the actual Apple Day. So we do need some volunteers. You can call the museum and let us know. Or hey, if you show up and you tell me you're here to help, we'll plug you in.
In Hamilton, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
The biggest bake sale under the big sky runs from 9 to 3 Saturday and will include local vendors with full safety precautions.